Akshita? Okay, students, please inform others to join quickly. It's already 9:35. Please inform others to join the class quickly. Okay, guys, we'll get started. Only 10 of them have joined so far. And Jasmina, please change your name to user number. I have told you yesterday itself. Jasmina, are you there? Okay, guys, there are around 10 people, 9 people who have joined. Okay, I'll take the attendance later. Let me get started with the class. I'll share the screen. Just confirm if you are able to see the screen. Okay, is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, fine. So, good morning, everyone. Let's begin with this subject, that is leadership or organizational leadership. Okay. So the first unit, as I have already told you in the previous class, that it is an introduction to your introduction to what is leadership. So the first unit is about introduction. So let's understand what is leadership, why is it important, then what are the different roles that it plays, etc. Okay, so guys, can somebody tell me who is a leader first of all, or what is leadership according to you before I tell you? What is leadership, or who is a leader? Anyone?
So,
Yes.
person who coordinate with the group members of the group, then they will have all together a common objective and a common goal, and they work together to get it.
Okay. Yes. That's what a leader is. Are you able to hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Loud and clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So yes, as rightly said, okay, a leader is a person who coordinates activities, who motivates people to achieve common objectives. That is what Rohin said. Any other answer? Any other views on leadership? Anybody else?
Sir, I will motivate others to.
I'm not able to hear you.
some goal. Sir, a leader is a person who motivates others to achieve a specific goal.
Yes. He motivates others to achieve a particular set of goals, right? Okay. I'm really sorry. I'll stop sharing the screen first. I want everybody to come in the video mode. Because yesterday you had your results, and really happy to know that Rohin has scored. Rohin, what is your score? 83%, you said, right?
Yes, 83.
Okay, so big hands for Rohan, because it's really a good achievement. In spite of online classes, in spite of having online classes, she could manage to get 83%, which is around 9.3, 9.1. Percent. If you see the CGPA is 9.1, so it's a great achievement. So congratulations, Rohan.
Thank you.
Keep it up so that we get a good rank in the university. Okay.
Yes,
Next
sir.
convocation, we want you to get the medal from the BC or the chief guest in the convocation.
Thank you, sir. So, sir.
Okay, so that should be your aim, and I hope the other results are also okay. At least for marketing HR, I don't think there is any issue with marketing HR students. Most of them have cleared, and they've scored well as well. Correct? Who is second, Rohan?
Second, I guess Ashwini, sir. Ashwini.
Ashwini, what is your percentage?
Sir, 81.
81. Good. Congratulations, Ashwini. Big hands for Ashwini also, because 81 is also a very good percentage. Okay, and if you continue this, there are chances that you also would be in the top 10 ranks in the university. So that should be your aim, Ashwini, and you are used to such things, right? You're used to getting ranks to the university.
Yes, sir.
Right? So don't miss that in BTU. Okay, so all the best, guys. That is what I wanted to just say before I started, but unfortunately I forgot it and I started the class. Sorry for that. Now I'll start the class once again. Just confirm if you are able to see the screen. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, so let's begin with introduction. As Meghna and Rohin rightly said, okay, leadership is a quality of a person to motivate others to achieve some common goals. Okay, so let's see the definition of leadership. Leadership is an art of motivating a group to act towards achieving a common goal. Okay, that is more important. So most of you, both of you said the same thing. Okay, but leadership is an art. Okay, it's not a science, first of all, because every leader is different. There is no particular set of rules and rules that you have to follow to be a leader. Okay, a leader, anybody can be a leader. Okay, so it's an art. How good you are in managing people, that is how we define a leader as. Okay, So a leader can be anyone. Leader is not born. Okay, leader can be developed. Leadership qualities can be developed. So it's an art of motivating a group of people to act towards achieving a common goal. In business setting, this can mean directing workers and colleagues. Okay, directing workers and colleagues with a strategy to meet common company needs. Okay, that is how we define leadership in a business context. Okay, that is, it is a mean of it is directing the workers and colleagues with a strategy to meet common company needs. That is what is leadership, or that is what a leader does. Okay, so leadership is an art of motivating a group of people to act towards achieving common goal. Okay, I hope this is clear to everyone. A very simple definition of leadership. Okay, next is importance of leadership. Why is leadership important? Okay, can somebody tell me? There are many points. If you can just give me 1 or 2 points, it would be really nice. Anyone?
So leadership is important to direct the members of the group properly in the right direction,
Okay,
sir.
let's take it as providing direction.
Also to motivate them, sir, to work hard.
Motivation, direction. Fine. Next. Motivation,
set,
direction. Sorry.
He will be a role model to them.
Role model.
To set
Okay.
up goals.
Okay, fine. I'll take that. Then.
So leadership is important because it sets a clear vision.
Sets a clear vision. Okay, to set a vision. Very nice. Yes. Then.
Helps in creating confidence in the people.
Very nice. Yes, it helps in creating confidence in people. Good. Then.
Sir, it improves efficiency of the employees.
Yes, improve efficiency. Leadership is important. Leader is important. Yes, definitely. Anybody else? Okay, fair enough. I got lots of responses from you, and most of them are appropriate to why leadership is important or why is a leader important. So let's see what I have written. Okay, leadership is an important function of management which helps to maximize efficiency to achieve organizational goals. Okay, then the following points justify the importance of leadership in a business concern. Okay, first one is initiates action. The most important thing, initiates action. Am I right? Okay, people will not do anything unless they are asked to do it. Right? So leader is a person who will initiate action. He will ask he will ask his colleagues or his workers, the subordinates, to do something, to work. Okay, so that is what a leader is. So he initiates action. That is why leadership is important, or leader is important, because he's the person who will push you to do, right? He initiates action. So leader is a person who starts the work by communicating the policies and plans to the subordinates, from where the work actually starts. Okay, next, motivate. Okay, most of you told me that is a motivation. Okay, yes, a leader proves to be playing an initiative role in concern working. He motivates the employees with economic and non-economic rewards and thereby gets the work from the subordinates. So the second role of a leader, or second why leadership is important, is because he gives motivation. Okay, so that is why a leader is important. Next is providing guidance. Yes, he doesn't only makes you work, but he also provides guidance as to how to do a particular work, or in case of any problem, he acts as a problem shooter. Okay, troubleshooter we normally call it as, right? So a leader is also provides guidance, and that is why his role is very important. So leader is important because he provides guidance. A leader has to not only supervise but also play a guiding role for subordinates. Guidance here means instructing the subordinates the way they have to perform their work effectively and efficiently. Now, I still remember I'd asked you this question a long back. Can somebody tell me the difference between efficiently and effectively? Is there a difference? And if there is, what is the difference?
So efficiency uh, is capable of producing a result.
I did not get you actually, Rohan. What is
So effectiveness is basically completing a task or doing something in time.
Okay.
That is effectively, it leads an effect. And then efficiency is we do that task in a very right way, like ensuring that no resources are wasted. So we try and utilize the resources optimally when we are doing something efficiently.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So if I want to put it in simple words, can I say efficiency is doing things right, and effectively is doing the right things?
Yes, sir.
Effectively is doing the right things, which is effective on doing those things. So that is what effectiveness is. Whereas efficiency is doing things in the right way or doing things right. Okay, so effectively is doing right things, whereas efficiency is doing things right. Okay, so think over it. Whatever I said, I guess it is a bit confusing, but if you just try to understand it, okay, read it 2-3 times, write it and read it 2-3 times, you'll understand what do I mean. Okay, efficiency is doing things right, and effectively is doing right things. Okay, then the leader is also important because he creates confidence amongst the subordinates. Okay, so confidence is a very important factor which makes the employees work towards the common goals and objectives. Okay, you are confident enough, then only you will be able to work and achieve the objectives. If you are not confident, then you will not be able to do it. Okay, that is how it works. So creating confidence is also one of the most important trait of a leader. He should be able to create confidence amongst his subordinates. Okay, so that is why leadership is important again. So first one is he initiates action, motivates people, that is motivation, providing guidance, creating confidence, then building morale. Can somebody tell me what is morale? What is a morale? Anyone?
So principles, rules.
That is moral.
Confidence.
Rohit, sorry?
Confidence.
Yes, to some extent we can say it as confidence. Any other answer?
So it's a kind of driving force, or we can say motivator to work hard. The
Yes.
zeal to work hard, sir.
Yes, it's a driving force, so we can call it as I said, it is providing confidence or enthusiasm or discipline of a person, etc. That talks about morale. Okay, a guiding force or a factor that pushes you to do something, right? That talks about the morale. Okay, so like if you see, have you seen Uri movie? How many of you have seen Uri? Please give a thumbs up if you have seen Uri. Only Meghna has seen the movie. Dhanashri, Rohin has not seen it.
No, sir.
Okay. Only 3 of you or maximum 5 of you have seen this movie, Uri. Okay, if you want to learn leadership, then watch Uri. Okay, if you want to learn about leadership, then there are lots of movies on leadership, so you have to watch those movies. Okay, Dhanashri was sleeping, I guess. Right, Dhanashri?
No, sir, I didn't hear it.
Okay, okay. Are you listening to any music?
No, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so in Uri, if you remember, if that particular scene where they are about to go to the LOC to do the surgical strike, okay, the captain, the leader starts building the morale of the teammates, okay, like how is the Josh? When they say this, how is the Josh? It's not just a sentence that you say and they say yes, hi sir. No, it's building your morale, and it's said very loudly. Okay, that builds your morale, that builds your enthusiasm, that builds your confidence. So that is another importance of leadership. That is, he helps in building the morale of the subordinates or the team members. Okay, so that is one thing. Then building work environment, very important trait, or we can say why leadership is important, because he is the person who will build the environment. Okay, always we say that any work environment depends on how, or is a replication of how a leader is. If the leader is good, the environment is good. If the leader is bad, the environment is bad. So the work environment that is there in a particular setup, business setup, entirely depends on how the leader is. Okay, if the leader is, let's say, fair, just, okay, and does not get involved into any unfair activities, then the same environment would be there in the particular organization. Okay, if the leader is unfair, if the leader is involved into some unfair practices, then the same would percolate to the organization culture or to the environment. Okay, that is how the environments are built. So we always say at home also, okay, home is built by the people, not by the walls, because how is that house? Okay, it's very peaceful, or there is a lot of disturbance in that particular house. It depends on how the people are. If the people are really peaceful, calm, silent, the house itself is like that. The environment is more positive over there. But if the people are always shouting and lots of negative things, then the house becomes, or the environment in the house itself becomes negative. The same thing happens in an organization also. So the leadership helps you in building an environment. Now it depends whether it is a positive environment or a negative environment. Entirely depends on how that leader is. Okay, so builds work environment. So management is getting things done from people, and efficient work environment helps in sound and stable growth. Therefore, human relations should be kept, okay, in mind by a leader, etc., etc. Okay, so this is how one leader can build an environment. Okay, so he should have personal contact with the employees and should listen to them or their problems and solve them. He should treat employees as humans, basically. That is what is very important. A leader should treat his employees as a human, not machines. Okay, and he should listen to the problems of the employees and try to solve them. Then only that work culture would be good, the environment would be good, and accordingly the efficiency of the employees, the efficiency of a particular organization improves. So that is how a leader is important for building work environment. And coordination, obviously. Okay, if you want the work to be completed, it has to be completed in the team, and it is the duty of a leader to coordinate the activities amongst the team members and make sure that the work is completed in time. Okay, so who takes that initiative? Again, it's the leader who coordinates. So that is why leadership is important. Okay, so if I want to go back, these are the various points where we find that yes, leadership is important. That is, initiates action, motivation, provides guidance, creating confidence, building morale, builds work environment, and he coordinates the activity. Okay, like for example, let's take a simple example. Nowadays, IPL is going on, right? How many of you watch IPL? Okay. Again, only 2 of them. I hope you're able to hear me. Ashwini, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah, then are you serious that only 2 or 3 people watch IPL? Okay, so it's really difficult to give examples for you. Like, okay, let me go ahead. IPL or any for that matter, any sport which is a team game. Okay, the captain allocates responsibility to each and every team member. He's the person who coordinates. Okay, like how the field. Let's say for example, cricket. How who is the bowler? How is the field set up? How he wants the field to be set up. Accordingly, he coordinates with all the team members. He places the right person at the right place to field. Okay, and then the bowler bowls the ball. Right. That is how it works. So that coordination is done by the captain. So if you see IPL match, or for that matter any cricket match, the captain moves around and he tries to instruct each one of them to be at a particular place and to field nicely, etc. Okay, so that is how coordination works, and that is the main focus of any leader. So a leader's responsibility is to coordinate with the team and ensure that the common goals and objectives are achieved. So that is again coordination, and that is why leadership is important. So are you clear with these points? If you're clear, give a thumbs up. We can move ahead with the next point. Okay, great. Okay, so the next one is the roles. Now, leader plays various roles. He is not just a leader, but he plays different roles. Like a father plays different roles. He plays a role of a father. He plays a role of a friend. He plays a role of a philosopher. He plays a role of different types of roles as a guide, etc. In the similar way, a mother plays different roles in a house. Okay, she's a housemaid, she's a housemaker, she's a mother, she's a daughter-in-law to people, she's a wife, etc. Okay, in a similar way, a leader also plays different roles. Can you tell me the different roles played by a leader? I want answers from you. I have listed 10 roles for you. You can tell me at least 5 of them. Let's see. Quickly, guys, we have just, I guess, 5 minutes left, not more than 5 minutes. So please, quickly. The roles played by, now, most of you start searching the internet for this. I don't want you to search the internet and give me the answers. Give me the answers from your mind. Correct, wrong, doesn't matter. That will decide later. Okay, start, Rohit.
So you will be the monitor, like how class monitor
Okay,
will be there.
yes. He will act as a monitor. I guess I have not included that in my 10 roles, but yes, he is a monitor. Then anybody else?
So a motivator, as I said earlier.
Who is this?
Sir, Rashmi.
Rashmi, yes, Rashmi, a motivator.
Yes, a motivator.
Okay, motivator, fine. Monitor, motivator. Then
So he is a disturbance handler.
he's a disturbance handler. Okay, very nice. He's a disturbance handler. Okay, or a mediator, we can say. Meghna?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Then
So his basic role is communication, sir. He's a communicator.
okay, he's a communicator. Yes, that is the most important role played by a leader. He's a communicator. Fine.
He's a guide, sir.
Can I get answers from
He's
others?
a guide. He's a guide.
Who is this?
Tejaswini.
Tejasvi?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he is a guide, you said, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Yes. He acts as a guide also. Very nice. Then
Entrepreneur.
who is
Businessman.
this, Priyanka?
So me, Rohin.
Rohin, yes.
Entrepreneur.
He's an entrepreneur. Okay, fine. Then yes, he also acts as an entrepreneur. Then who represents his team? Anybody else? Guys, this particular that is what I said yesterday. Okay, this particular subject is very general. Everybody knows a leader. Everybody has seen leaders. They know what a leader should be, or how a leader should be or should not be also. Okay, so you know all these things. So it's very easy to relate your real life situations with this particular subject, that is organizational leadership. Okay, so fair enough. You gave me around 6 traits. Let's understand. First, he is a coach. As a leader, you have a responsibility and need to develop others to succeed in their goals and prepare for future roles. Definitely, he acts as a coach. He has to develop the team. Okay, develop the required skills in the team so that they achieve the future goals, or they are able to take the roles that will be given to them. Then next is facilitator. Okay, that is, he provides you the necessary things which you require, okay, to achieve your goals and objectives. So that is what he does. Okay, so you need to make things easier for others. While we might think of this most often in a meeting or a group situation, there are many times when you will serve as a facilitator to help process flow better and boost productivity. Okay, so basically you act as a facilitator to provide support to the teammates, to help them achieve the goals and objectives, or to boost their morale sometimes, okay, or to make them work more efficiently. That is what is the role that it plays. That is a facilitator. So first one is coach, second is facilitator, third one is a strategist. Now, who is a strategist? What is a strategist? Anyone? Anyone who is a strategist?
So a person who devises strategies to overcome certain situations, sir.
Person who devises strategies to overcome certain situation. Yes. Okay. Can you give me a definition without using the word strategy? Let us make it more simple.
So maybe the one who formulates the goals, or maybe, you know,
Yes,
the
a person who
objective.
formulates or who gives the goals, sets the goals basically,
Yes.
and also gives the path to achieve the goals. It's not only setting the goals, but it is also about, who is this JMD? Jasvina?
Jasvina, sir.
What is, no, I did not get you what you put in the chat box. Puri movie leader. Fine. Okay. So yes, a strategist, as it rightly said, he's a person who sets the goals for a particular team or an organization, and also provides the path to achieve these goals and objectives. So strategist is not only setting goals, but it's all about how to achieve those goals. That is also important. So strategies, this role isn't just a highest level leadership in organization. All leaders must think strategically, keep the big picture in mind, and plot what directions and approaches the team should use to reach the desired results. Okay, so as I said, it's not only about setting the goals, but it is also about how to achieve those goals. So he acts as a strategist. So that is another role. Then is visionary. Okay, visionary is providing vision to your team or providing vision to your organization, making them look forward and achieving that. Okay, so related to strategy, leaders must have a picture of where they are heading and why that destination matters to the organization, their team, and themselves. Okay, so that is what is a visionary. He tries to envisage what is going to happen in future, and then also basically communicate or tell the team members as to why that is important, why achieving that particular goal is important. Okay, how is it important to the organization, how is it important to the team, and how is it important to an individual employee. Okay, so that is what is a role of a visionary. So leader also plays a role of a visionary. A change agent, okay, to bring in some change in the organization. It's the leader who is a change agent. He is the one who brings changes in the organization. Okay, something is not doing well because of n number of reasons, and the leader finds out those reasons and try to change them now, change the process. So he's the change agent to ensure that the goals and objectives are achieved. Okay, so I'll just read it out. With strategy and vision comes the ever-present need for change. As a leader, you must guide and champion the changes that your envision and the ones that have been entrusted to you from the up ladder. Okay, that is what you need to do. Okay, so this is now why I have written this particular thing, assuming that you are a leader and how you should be. Okay, so you should be a coach, you should be a facilitator, you should be a strategist, you should be a visionary, you should be a change agent. Okay, that is how a leader should be. Then he's a decision maker. One of you told us the most important thing about leader is he takes decisions. Okay, so that is what the role of a leader is, to take decisions. Then influencer, yes, he is the one who influences. Okay, I guess Meghna said he acts as a mediator, right, to resolve problems. That is what he does. Okay, so influencer, call it mediation or negations or even arbitration. Arbitration is basically again the same thing, acting as a mediator. Okay, so that is also one of the work of a leader or a role of a leader. Okay, so as a leader, you must constantly be influencing others in a positive way. Then team player, yes, it's not that he's a leader, so he's away from the team. He should be a part of the team. He should work with the team, and then only the team will accept that particular person as a leader. Okay, if you find a person just sitting alone in his cabin and not doing anything and just instructing others to do or to work, then the team will not accept him as a leader. Though he's a leader on papers, but he will not be accepted as a leader. Okay, normally on the social medias and all, we get this nice quote: "Be a leader, don't be a boss." Okay, and you find whenever you call a person as a leader, there are lots of followers, whereas a boss is always alone. Okay, so there's a lot of difference between a boss and a leader. You should be a leader, you should be a part of the team, and you should be working and motivating the team to work together. Okay, so that is what is another role of a leader, that is he should be a team player. Then delegator, yes, he cannot do all the work on his own. He should be good at delegation. He should be a good delegator. He should give work to the people in the best way. He should know who is good at what, and accordingly he has to delegate the work to those people. That is what is the role of a leader, as a delegator. Okay, so as rightly written over there, you can't do it all. The best leader delegate both willingly and strategically to ensure everything is done, and to train their employees to take a bigger roles in the organization. And last one, and the most important, listener. He should also be listener. He should listen to people. He should be aware of what is going on around him. Okay, he should be a very active listener. Okay, so leader often thinks they need to be doing all the talking, but that is a mistake. In fact, the best leader talk less, ask, listen, and observe more. Make sure you really listen to people you lead. Okay, that is what is the role of a leader. Okay, so that is what I wanted to cover today. That is what is leadership, definition of leadership, importance of leadership, and the roles of leadership roles or roles of a leader. Okay, so I hope you're clear with this, everyone. Okay, I'll just stop the slide here, stop sharing, because we are left with only 3 minutes. So are you clear? If you're clear, please give a thumbs up, and we'll end the class. Or if there are any doubts, you're free to ask. Are you all clear with who is a leader, what definition of leadership, importance of leadership, then the roles of a leader? All these 3 points are clear to everyone? Okay, great. Dhanashree, you have raised your hand, or is it by mistake?
By mistake.
Okay. Fine. Is there any doubt, anything that you would want to ask? You want to share something? Okay, so I hope you're clear with this particular part of the first module. Okay, the first module is in fact very small. Okay, maybe our next class will be able to complete the first module. There's hardly any points to be covered in the first module. Okay, so guys, whenever I'm teaching, try to make notes of your own so that you are prepared for the exam as well. Okay, and in the next class, I want you to select one leader of your choice. I'm going to ask you certain questions on that. Okay, I want you to have a leader of your own choice. Now, don't tell me my father is my leader and my mother is a leader. No. I want a leader who is known to everyone, a well-known leader whom you follow or whom you would like to be like. Okay, so that is what I want you to do. So I want you to get an example, a leader, an example of a leader of your choice. Okay, so that we can have a discussion on that. Okay, are you clear? If you're clear, please give a thumbs up and we'll end the class.
This discussion will have in next class only, sir.
Why? Do you want it now itself?
No, sir. I didn't hear it carefully, sir. That's the
No,
reason
we'll
I'm
have it. Yes, we'll have it in the next class.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yes. So have a good day, guys. Take care. Okay. And the next class will be continued by Badgi sir, though it is my class, mergers and acquisition. I have a class for juniors as well. Okay. So there is there's a bit of clash that has happened. So Badgi sir will be continuing the next class on finance. Okay. So quickly join the class. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
sir.